So, Beyond a Band of Brothers is a book by Major Dick Winters, one of the central characters in the miniseries. This is based on his real-life war experiences during World War II. He wrote it after Stephen Ambrose did the sort of collective, more fictionalized account, and I would definitely recommend this over Stephen Ambrose's account of the 101st Easy Company. Because Stephen Ambrose has different problems with his historiography. And Dick Winters' own account of what went down in the Easy Company and Band of Brothers, it mostly hews very closely to like things that happen in the film, but it's certainly much more historical. And it's certainly extremely interesting to read the reflections of Dick Winters and like his reflections on the war, the things that happened in them, and just different stuff that happened on the time. He has reflections on the training. He has some very detailed reflections, particularly on the gun emplacement that he took out in like the first couple days of D-Day. He has reflections on a number of different people. I would really recommend, because a number of the people in Easy Company wrote their own books after the popularization of the miniseries. I would really recommend reading all of them because it's a fascinating study in how you can have multiple people remembering the same event with no real motivation for lying about it and still come away with extremely different memories of the same event. So like, for instance, Dick Winters recalls the sort of mutiny that took place with the soldiers when they heard he was going to be court-martialed just because Sobel didn't like him. He says that he knew about it and that he told them not to do it. However, if you read another account, if you read, I want to say, Malarkey's account, he thinks that it was, he says he also remembers this taking place, and he is of the opinion that Dick Winters kind of pushed for it, motivated it, and even promised people favors in return if they would do this and make sure that he did not get fired. Which isn't really consistent with the image of Dick Winters as presented here. There's another account, Sergeant Lipton gives his account of sort of the thing, and he says that Winters was aware of it, but didn't really have anything to do with it, if I'm recalling correctly. It's been a while since I've read the other ones. But it's just a really interesting book, and I thoroughly recommend it, especially if you're interested in World War II.